Thanks for stopping by, everyone. My name is Jeff, and in today's video, we are going to talk about New Residential Investment Corp, ticker symbol NRZ. Okay guys, so this is a stock I've recently taken some interest in. I have not done an extensive amount of research on the stock. I am personally not invested in it yet, but it has definitely caught my attention, and I just want to share this as an idea with everybody here on YouTube. Now listen guys, before you buy any stocks, remember to do your own due diligence and to only invest in stocks that you want to own in your portfolio. Never make a decision based off a video or an article or an analyst, okay? Make sure you make your decisions for you. But guys, I think I have spotted something pretty interesting here. So let's just jump over, try to get a little background about NRZ, guys. Alright guys, NRZ is located in New York, New York. Right there is their telephone number, and right here is their website, okay? This is what their website looks like. I'm not going to get too deep into that. What I'll do, I'll just post a link for it down in the comment section, and you can go look at that for yourself if you would like to. And right here, guys, this is their management chain, and looks like they have a geotag right here in New York City, so you could actually just drive up there and go visit their headquarters. But right down here at the bottom, guys, the description. Okay, so let's say I'm a new investor and I just stumble into this company. This is the first thing you would want to do, is find out what it is this company does, guys. And New Residential Investment Corp, that is a real estate investment trust, and they focus on investing in and managing residential mortgage related assets in the United States. And also this right down here, guys, the company qualifies as a real estate investment trust for federal income tax purposes. It generally would not be subject to federal corporate income taxes if it distributes at least 90% of its taxable income to stockholders. The company was founded in 2011 and based in New York, New York. That sentence I just read, guys, I really want to focus on that. So it would generally not be subject to federal corporate income taxes if it distributes at least 90% of its taxable income to stockholders. Now let's go back to the quote, and I'm going to show you why this stock has grabbed my interest. So right here, guys, I want you to check out this dividend payment and yield, okay? NRZ pays out $2 yearly per share, or 13.35% yearly dividend yield. That is unheard of. This dividend payment was so impressive, I just assumed the chart was going to be a disaster. I just assumed they pay out so much money in dividends, there's absolutely no way this stock has any growth at all. But guess what? Once again, I stood corrected. So this is the 5-year chart on NRZ, guys. So it looks, over the course of the past 5 years, this stock has actually run pretty good. Here in 2015, it got up as high as about $16, and then shortly after that, dipped down to $10 and $11 in 2016. And then it's pretty much been on a nice gradual run ever since that time, until of course the past couple of months, where the market has tanked and it is pulled back really nicely right now. Perhaps a good time to take a small position at NRZ. But the one thing I really want to focus here, guys, is this stock is very low volatility, okay? So 5 years ago it's trading around $12. You're not seeing any erratic price movement. It gets up around $16, $17, trades down to $10, $11, and then back up to $16, $17, $18 a couple of times, and now it's down around the $14 range. So very, very low volatility. And I want to break down some of its fundamentals just to kind of show you how impressive of a company this really is. Now there's basically 3 things I want to focus on here, guys, with the fundamentals. And right up here, the profit margin and operating margin. Check this out, 67% on profit margin, 72% on operating margin. That is almost unheard of. As a matter of fact, I have never seen a real estate investment trust pay out those kind of margins. Unbelievable. So that right there, guys, would kind of tell the story how they can keep the stock very low volatility and yet pay out this massive dividend, okay? The annual forward dividend yield is 13.35%. And look at this payout ratio, okay? It's 52.63%. Now right here, guys, I've got the declaration of dividend pulled up for NRZ. So if you do take a position at NRZ, it's going to be almost another quarter before you would get a dividend payment, because the ex-dividend date was just on December 28th. This balance sheet did catch my attention. Of course, most real estate investment trusts are very low cash, very high debt, so you really have to rely on those massive profit margins for this stock to maintain its gains and keep paying that big dividend. And guys, in just a second, we'll jump over and check out the dividend history on this company. But listen guys, $467 million of total cash, and brace yourself for this one, $21.75 billion of total debt. Now that right there, guys, that would make me nervous to hold a stock like this if we did get into a recession, okay? Like I said, if we are in a healthy market and you're paying attention to quarterly earnings and keeping up with this company, I would feel fine in a bull market. But if we do actually experience a recession, I would probably get this thing out of there as fast as I possibly could, because that is just way too much debt compared to their amount of cash. So right here, guys, I have the dividend history pulled up on NRZ, and I want you to kind of think about how great of an investment this would have been, you know, on the entry level, and then like I said, leading into now. So back in 2013, guys, when it first hit the market, it only paid 7 cents per share, and on the very next ex-dividend date in September of 2013, the dividend was bumped up to 17.5 cents. So it went up 10.5 cents on 1 quarter, okay? Then it pretty much held those levels through 2014, and then in September of 2014, it got doubled to 35 cents. Then 1 quarter later, it got bumped up to 38 cents. 2 quarters later, got bumped up to 45 cents. Then it looks like it held this 46-cent level for quite a while till early 2017, where it got bumped up to 48 cents. Then in June of 2017, the dividend got raised to 50 cents, and it has held that 50-cent level ever since, okay? So this is right here, guys, the ex-dividend date they just had in December, and as you can see, it is still paying 50 cents a share quarterly, or $2 yearly. So last but not least, guys, let's talk about earnings. Now here's my suggestion. This is not something I would want to drop a huge amount of my portfolio in, but I would like to make a little room for it, guys, just because of the 13% dividend yield. Okay, there is very few stocks out there that pay a 13% dividend. There's actually stocks that pay a lot more than 13%, but they lose value year after year, okay? I can think of several stocks, real estate trusts, and like credit unions and things like that, that pay 17 to 20% dividend, you know, but the stock might lose 30 or 40% of its value every year. And I'm just not interested in doing that kind of thing. It does not make any sense for me to get, you know, 20% dividend, but the stock loses 30% of its value. That to me just does not make any sense. But this stock has held its levels, and it still has a very bullish sentiment behind it. Now let's look at its earnings records. So going back to Q4 of 2017, this company is beating earnings on a huge scale, okay? So the, you know, estimate being 54 cents, and they beat by 61. Q1 2018, they beat by 58 cents compared to a 54-cent estimate. In Q2 2018, they beat by 58 cents on a 55-cent estimate. And now this one really impresses me. This is Q3 for 2018. This is the last quarter they reported earnings, guys. They beat by 63 cents on a 55-cent estimate. And now we are just awaiting Q4 numbers to roll in. Its next earnings date is somewhere between February 11th and February 15th. So you might want to put that on your watch list or your calendar and start trying to keep an eye on that. You know, if you decide to invest in this stock, or if you just want to see what happens on the next quarterly earnings report and kind of keep it on your watch list. But anyways, guys, this stock really caught my attention. I wanted to share it with everybody, see what you guys think. So drop me a like on this video, guys, if you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment. Let's talk about this stock a little bit. And thanks for watching, everyone.